Dan, we're entering week 8 of the season, but we get a victory to talk about after week 7 in New England. A lot to touch on with that victory. Let's start first and foremost with the offense, because we saw some quarterback design runs. We saw a little bit of wrinkles we haven't seen so far this season.
Kaitlin, first time since December 2020 that the Bears got past 30 points in a game. I mean, refreshing, right?
Yes.
To sit in that press box on Monday and see some offensive fireworks. Obviously, you saw the lengthy week of preparation pay off. Their ability to put in design runs for Justin Fields, their ability to put in a variety of design runs for Justin Fields, and for him to be able to capitalize, be able to turn some of those big plays into first downs, which then extend field goal drives, which then turn into touchdowns. All of a sudden, you've got momentum, you've got a groove, and you've got a rhythm that we haven't seen from the Bears for the first 6 weeks. Now, you have to build on that in a very short week going up against a better defense, but certainly a lot of positive things to build on from that performance.
Yeah, let's talk about what they should take away from that offense, what worked well, because now they're going against a Cowboys defense that leads the NFL in sacks, primarily because of a guy named Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
What is going to be the challenge for them against that defense, but what part of the offense rhythm that they found last week should work?
Well, the challenge is what you said. It's Micah Parsons. I mean, the Cowboys have 29 sacks on the season. They have 12 takeaways, and Micah Parsons is an absolute nightmare to deal with. The Bears had trouble controlling Matthew Judon on Monday night, and so they better find answers, right? They better figure out a way to play this chess match in a way that keeps Justin Fields safe and certainly keeps the ball safe. As you heard from Matt Eberflus again on Wednesday, they have to protect the football better. Too many fumbles on the ground that the Bears are recovering, but putting them on the ground to begin with. I think the challenge here is just figuring out a way to continue that rhythm offensively, right? You're the best rushing team in the NFL. Lean on that. Use that to your advantage and continue to use the run as your strength. And then when there's plays to be made there in the passing game, make sure you make them. There was a handful of moments Monday night, particularly on third down, where the Bears made completions that were a big deal, right? Justin Fields on the off-script play to Cole Kmet down the left sideline. He hits Darnell Mooney at the end of the first half. Terrific catch by Mooney to get his feet in, shorten the field goal for Cairo Santos. And so now you have examples of things that you can do. Just do them more often.
Let's talk about the Bears' defense. Quietly, I feel like their secondary has done a really good job through the first 7 weeks of this season. They're going against Dak Prescott, and he has a number of weapons. But how do you think this secondary has kind of grown, and how has the run defense improved? Because that was not a strength of this team.
Yeah, and it's still not a strength, but it's better, right? And so now it's allowed you to be in a game. And look, the advantage of having an offense that can score is you can play a second half like the Bears played on Monday night, with a lead, with the opportunity to be aggressive, with the chance to then get those takeaways to come in bunches, which they did toward the end of that game. And so you have to figure out ways to get that defense humming, right, to the levels it can hum at. They played very well against Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones. Well, now Dak Prescott, coming back off his injury, has an opportunity to challenge you in different ways. But look, this defense is playing well, particularly after halftime. We've talked about it all year. They've given up 9 points after halftime in their 3 wins this season. That's an example of a team that knows how to finish.
So they had a long week. Now they're on a short week. Obviously go in and get that victory. What did we learn about this Bears team in just that whole kind of stretch of what they did during the break and now on a short week? What could we learn about them?
Yeah, I'm most interested to see what we do learn about them here. The second short week in 3 weeks, right, for them to try to figure out how to get that concentration, that reset, that refocus that they didn't have when they played the Commanders a couple weeks ago. You had the long week, and you obviously made adjustments both to your lineup and the way you operated, right, offensively and defensively, and the results were there. Well, now you got to reset quickly against a quality opponent and figure out how to replicate that performance and make consistency part of your DNA, which it hasn't been for this team. And so now that's what we want to learn. Can they do a lot of the good things they did on Monday night in a short week against a good opponent again on the road? It's a mighty challenge, but if you do, guess what the reward is? You're 4-4, and now you're suddenly in the playoff picture, right? And so if you want to dangle something as a coaching staff here, that's it, right? Let's go out, try to pull off the same thing again. Second consecutive road upset suddenly generates momentum that we would have never fathomed when we left that game against the Commanders.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Dan.
You got it.